Well, time to take a look at the changing face of Perth now, and we're focusing on the city's East End in the centre of a multi-billion-dollar boom. So what does it mean for the people of Perth? And joining me now is one of the city's leading developers, Paul Blackburne. Paul, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Now, Paul, Crown Towers has just opened. The stadium's due for completion, hopefully by the end of the year. Obviously, there's a new coup d'etat restaurant that's coming up and a host of other projects there. Are we set for a population boom in the area?
Yeah, I think with that footbridge connecting Burswood to East Perth, that's really going to set off the start of a huge amount of people wanting to live in East Perth. East Perth, I think, is undervalued now, and we're going to see something between 5,000 and 10,000 new residents over the next 5 or 10 years. OK,
you're talking about East Perth being undervalued. We obviously hear about Perth's apartment glut, and the current vacancy rate is about 6.8%. A couple of years ago it was less than that, it was about 2%. Essentially we're showing signs of persisting oversupply, and it's not likely to change. So why should people be buying apartments now?
Yeah, I think for good projects that are well priced and high quality, there's still a good demand. So we just released our Enclave apartments project in East Perth, and 50 of the 70 apartments sold before starting construction next week. So we start construction next week, and there's only 20 of those left. So that shows that there actually is pretty good demand for good product that's well priced.
So it's all about the price point?
Yeah, I think if it's well priced, high quality, there's a good demand. But if it's not good value for money, there's no buyers for it.
We've seen a lot of money being poured into Elizabeth Quay and the hotels to come around there. Can Perth City really sustain more than one precinct like this?
Yeah, I think, look, Perth's population's going to double over the next 20 or 30 years, and the percentage of people living in apartments is going to double over the next 20 or 30 years. So in my mind, there is a long-term undersupply of apartments, quite the opposite of what you're hearing about at the moment, about oversupply, I think isn't correct. And in the next 2 years, I think people are going to realise that there really isn't enough apartments being built to satisfy the trend towards apartment living.
OK, Paul, thanks very much for your time this afternoon.